Divine Being. My name is Juha Riverhill, and you are so warmly welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to speak about a little bit about positive thinking. That was probably year 1991 when I read somewhere or I figured out that it's really important in a spiritual development to start to think about in a positive way. So I started to figure it out in myself and a little bit looked at what am I saying and what am I thinking. And I noticed that in many cases I had been thinking really negative way, and this positive thinking is not only positive thinking because everything that you are saying, thinking and doing is creating, and you are creating something. And when we are talking about positive thinking, it's not only that what we are saying in our mind to others and ourselves, but it's also what we are saying aloud. And in my spiritual development, I realized that it's really important to talk like angelic words. What kind of words you would imagine angels speaking or divine speaking, or what kind of things you would describe that Jesus uses. We all know that those things that positive person is saying, they are positive things. They are something that are creating something positive outcome from it, but they are not something that are destructive. That is, in general, when we are thinking about positive thinking, you have to figure out what kind of thoughts you would use to create something, not destroy something. And when you are using destructive words, you could also look to Masaru Emoto's book about that. He realized, because he's a scientist, he realized that he can froze the water. He said some words or typed down some words on the side of the water glass, and then let's say he put it there hate, and then he put it in the fridge and let it froze. And then with microscope he looked at all the shapes that word hate made into it. But also he typed down there that love, and then he froze it and checked again what kind of forms that kind of freezing creates. So he checked many words, many kind of words, loving words, hatred words, fear words, whatever. And he discovered what we all that has been doing and creating something knew that when you are saying something destructive, it creates horrible forms. But when you are saying positive things, loving things, it did create something beautiful, some geometrical figures, some geometrical pictures in that eyes. So when you think that you are saying something in your anger, when you are angry to somebody, or when you are sending negative thoughts to somebody, it will create a form. It will create physical form into your own water, because 80% of human being is water, right? So when you are saying something, it's creating some form into you. And it also, you are sending that same kind of a thought form into other person. Let's say that let's take an example. You are driving a car into the local shop. You turn in the parking line, and then you ignore that there's a stop sign and you're supposed to stop, and then you didn't, another person has to stop, and then waving his fist there in the air, and you bleep bleep. And then what kind of a forms was there created? Well, first of all, you were ignorant. You didn't care about the stop sign, and you created negative atmosphere to other person. Another person reacted to that, and sending anger and probably some kind of an evil eye to you because you did wrong to other person, which is justified, yes, of course, because you were the one that didn't follow the traffic instructions or whatever, or just being preposterous and not wanting to do anything good. I don't mean you are doing it, but this was now some kind of an abstract picture about that. But anyway, when you are doing something, acting some way, it will create something. It's like an action that you created there, and the other person was doing reaction. And it's the same kind of a physical form. There's always action and reaction. And then when we go in more detail level, what does your thoughts create? And you have to understand that nowadays we are so strong with our mind compared, let's say, 100 years back, that with one thought we can create a form. And when you are thinking something, it automatically creates form in the astral level, in your own mind, which is in the astral level. And you need to use one or two thoughts that you create something that gives energy to others. So it's not only that few hundred years back you had to think about same negative thing maybe 10 times or even more to create such a form. But nowadays we've been thinking as a human beings for many hundred years, many thousands of years. We have changed. And we have changed because the world is changing around us. So every thought and action counts. So if you are a strong thinker, if you are strong in your mental power, with one thought you can create a lot. So I would suggest and recommend to you the control or look after what you are saying, what you are doing, what you are creating. Because after that, when that comes in the astral world or the astral level, a thought form, it becomes emotion. And then emotions are scattering around in the physical form of human being. Like in physical form, what I call, we have 3 different layers. That is physical, this is our physical body, physical world, whatever it is. And then there is etheric world where you can use to find, or you can still find spirits of nature. And then there is this astral world, which contains a lot. And all these levels are physical. And when I'm saying that you're creating something in the physical form, the first layer of physical is astral. Okay? If you got that, you understand that emotion is physical then. It creates energy, it creates some kind of a form. Now then, when you continue thinking in the same negative or positive way, it will continue. And only 40 to 50 thoughts will bring it down to the etheric world. And then when you continue your thinking with 100 to 300 thoughts, it will come into physical form. in the physical body. So you, as a human being, you are creator. You are, and why? Because you are creating your own world. You are creating your own life. So what you are saying and thinking now will give a form also into your physical life. The events in your life will come from your own thinking. So it's really important that you control what you are saying, okay? And when you are saying something, it really counts. So that's why I recommend you to watch out what you're saying. Watch out what you're thinking. Not too strictly. No, we are human beings, we make errors and so on. But in later on in the videos I will teach you how to forgive yourself and others. Because that is then thing that either blocks your spiritual development or gives it a boost. So when you are saying to yourself and others, I forgive you, it will give you a boost. Boost to your, it's like a rocket. You put rocket in your bag when you are saying, I forgive you. But if you are saying, I won't forgive you, you are then throwing a huge anchor into the sea and it gets stuck in the bottom of sea. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you got valuable tips from it. See you on the next video. Thanks.